Hey everyone, my name is Shivika Arora, and I'm one of the co-organizers for GDGNYC, and I'm a principal TPM at JP Morgan. Today, I'm excited to have Sumitra Ganesh join us for a quick, candid conversation. Sumitra, let's learn a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Shivika. Thanks for having me here. I lead the AI Agents and Hybrid Reasoning Group at JP Morgan AI Research. And I've been with the firm since 2016 and also been working at the intersection of AI, machine learning, and finance for the past 15 years.
Awesome. That's exciting. So, Sumitra, let's talk about what keeps you awake at night around where we are with AI.
Oh.
I know there's a lot, but
I don't stay up at night talking about this, but I think some of the points that are of particular concern and that we're working hard to address, especially with respect to agentic systems, is around risk and controls and evaluations. So there's a lot of thought going into both how do we evaluate the agentic systems that we are building from the perspective of are they accurately executing what we expect them to execute? Do we understand the failure modes? So there is a lot of work on that. And then separately, how do we understand the different types of risk in these systems and control for them?
That's such a great point you bring around risk, because I don't think we get to hear enough about it. So when a business thinks about their strategy, what are maybe top 2 or 3 things they need to keep in mind as they think about leveraging their use cases for AI development?
Yeah, so I think there are, in terms of starting out, I think it's always good to start out with use cases where you can naturally have a human in the loop, or you can have, which are more, I would say, analysis heavy.
Yeah.
So because that typically involves only reading from systems rather than writing to systems and changing them. So I think those are typically good use cases to start with. And especially in a domain like ours, we do have people spending a huge amount of time retrieving information from many different sources and doing different types of analysis. And that's quite time consuming. So that's always a good place to start. And it also builds up the capabilities around information retrieval and analysis, which are typically core to any other solution you build on top of it as you mature.
Yeah, I agree. And I think one of the things that, always I'm curious about is the timeline. From when we started, when ChatGPT rocked the world in 2022 November, to where we are right now. Can you opine or talk about what do you think is this? I get the scale, but talk to me about speed, because it seems we are talking a lot, but the actual implementation of AI is taking it's not that very far yet. So can you talk to me a little bit about timeline, what we can expect going forward?
That's not easy to answer.
I know.
Different people are in different places.
Exactly.
Really, I think even different teams within the firm are at different places.
Yeah.
And it comes down to a few things. I think one is, what is the maturity of your tech stack itself?
Absolutely.
And because AI builds on top of it, agents build on top of, do you have documented databases? Do you have well-formed APIs?
Yeah.
All of these things. So there is that's one determining factor in terms of how fast you can go with building applications. I think the second is around having engagement in terms of thinking about, like you said, what are the places where we can start?
Yeah.
And on the other end, thinking about end-to-end transformation of businesses. So what could the business look like in like 3 to 4 years' time?
Yeah.
So I feel like we are playing at 2 different levels to kind of get started with things that help the business to kind of wrap their heads around what this technology can do, how it can weave into their processes, and then longer term also think about how this can completely change the way they operate altogether. But I think there's been a very rapid, actually, upskilling of people.
Absolutely.
Over the past couple of years, more than I have seen,
Yeah.
I think, at any other point in the 15 years I've been in this space. And that's partly because a lot of these technologies touch people's day-to-day workflows and the work they're doing every day.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think at JP Morgan, one of the things people have been able to do with LLM Suite is actually go and try
Yeah.
and for themselves
Yep.
to generate a report or to use it for their market analysis. And so they get a better feel for the technology. So I think the groundswell is coming fast now.
Yeah, I double down on that LLM Suite. I use it as well. So it's a really good tool, and to put it in hands of those who may not know where to start yet in terms of building applications. In parting, is there one thing that you have on mind that you want us to be aware of, either as a professional or a student, as we think about shaping our careers with AI? Like, what are some of the things that we need to be mindful of?
Yeah, I think from a longer term career perspective,
Yeah.
the advice I always give people is, study broad and understand technology in a broad way, because LLMs are the wave right now, and it's a very big shift.
Yeah.
But there have been other shifts in the past, and the way you keep a career going for like multiple decades is to really, don't just get into just the current trend. Try to understand the field more broadly.
I think that's a pretty good advice. So thank you so much, Sumitra, for your time, and see you next time. Thanks.